Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Come to you live from the outskirts here, and it's the Gaming Saloon for June 28th, 2026. For shows, Peace Bear 2448, and wrap it up, Salon.
Hi.
Look, folks, it's all bad news this week, I'm afraid.
But Star Fox came out.
Yeah, and that's about the only good thing we have to talk about.
Yep. And unfortunately, we also talked all about it yesterday, so.
Yeah. Which, I didn't say anything to the person in the Discord about, like, remaking Star Fox and all, because I'm like, if people are going to have a problem with this new Star Fox at $60 with what it has available to them, can you imagine how many people would be upset about Assault if they just remade it one for one like they did 64?
I mean, people definitely would be salty, pun intended.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think
there's no other routes than Assault.
Yeah, but I think if they leaned into the challenges and implemented a actual multiplayer in that kind of deal, it could.
I would say it also needs to have third-person shooter levels that don't suck.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a given.
Yeah, especially when that's half the game.
Granted, most of the reason that the third-person shooter parts suck is because of the controls, but
I would say it's also the design of them, because they're not well designed.
I always kind of felt like it was the controls was the hinder on it.
The controls don't help, but there are a lot more problems with Assault after having played it recently than I realized. And I'm like, no, all you people vouching for Assault, you might want to have to replay that game again, because there are deeply rooted problems in this game. Like, if this game gets a remake, it needs to be from scratch. Which basically means they should just make a new Star Fox game. Like, if they can take something from Assault, but they should just make a new one at that rate.
The problem is they can't do anything with Assault without acknowledging that adventures exist.
Right.
And so they don't want to do that, so
just make a new one. Don't worry about Assault. It's fine. But yeah, we like I said, we've got bad news to talk about. But before this, we've been playing the last couple weeks.
To be fair, we've already talked about it. That's about all I've gotten to play. So
I have done Zenless 3.0's update. It is very good. I really enjoyed it. I liked our new persona, JoJo stand, however you want to describe Pyros. It's very fun to play with the character. And also just really good, like, starting patch for Rose Calipher stuff. So really enjoyed that. Chipping away through event stuff. Since it's the start of a new set of patches, we have a kind of a long-term event thing that you kind of can't just run through in a day or two. But yeah, good stuff across the board. Unfortunately, that was basically it, because I spent the rest of the time asleep and not asleep at random times, because it's been a mental week, to say the least.
It also doesn't help that your internet has not cooperated any time that you've tried to stream the last couple of weeks.
Try the last few months. It has been way
longer. Oh, no, it
has
gotten worse the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Most people blame Comcast for all the crap. Spectrum's just as bad.
Yeah. We will attempt to solve it with new cable. I don't know if it will help or not.
So it might.
Well, this is cable from router to the little switcher I have in my room that goes out to my stuff.
Then I doubt it. But it might.
Yeah, the cable is old and probably not in the best shape, so brand new cable might help, especially with how sporadic it seems at times. Like today wasn't as bad as it's been. Yesterday, it barely happened. Friday happened a bunch. Thursday happened a bunch. When I tested on my Twitch on, I think it was Friday. It was Thursday or Friday, I don't remember. Problems for a little bit. And then all of a sudden it was fine. I was like, what the fuck? I don't understand. And I was literally streaming nothing. I was just streaming literally our title card saying, this is a test stream on my Twitch using basically the same settings.
I mean, Spectrum.
Yeah. Anywho, shall we get to the news?
I guess we shall.
So you know how Bungie's in trouble?
I mean, Bungie's been in trouble.
So this has been developing basically for a couple weeks. This is kind of the latest thing. I believe initially Jason Schreier said major Bungie layoffs are inbound. And just these last few days, we have gotten it. I believe Paul Tassi reported that it's 400, but a warn notice, which is a specific notice for major layoffs in at least Washington, I think it's federally, specifically state that 292 people from Bungie have been laid off. These 292 people are full-time people at Bungie, because that's what the warn notice covers. Because I looked into this, because it was like, that's less than 400. How much does who's covered under this warn notice? Basically anyone who's full-time at Bungie. If they laid off contractors or freelance people or anyone like that, they do not count. So they would not be counted in this notice. So there could be more. We don't know. But Bungie's head of studio has been laid off, been replaced. Their entire cinematic team for Destiny 2 got laid off. Basically, most of the Destiny team got laid off. And a little bit of the Marathon team got laid off. So, yeah. Basically, Bungie's future now rides on Marathon.
Well, Bungie's dead.
Yeah.
Seven's in chat.
Yeah. Like, it just isn't good. Like your head of the studio, who's only been in there for like less than a year, is gone, been replaced by basically the same sort of person that Sony's gotten in trouble with all their live service shenanigans, which I tried to find an article about it. Guess what Sony wants to triple down on?
Live service?
Yes.
I mean, if it's all a live service, then they don't have to worry.
Like, I understand Jason Schreier had a video on his YouTube talking about it. Like, companies are chasing live services because if you make one, then it basically pays for itself. Understandable. The problem is you just keep sinking money into it. Like, it doesn't do anything else than just sink money into itself over time. It's not like, I don't know, Fortnite got Epic anything more than money into Fortnite.
But it got money.
Right. But just imagine how much more money they could have had if they just made regular video games at not exorbitant budgets and reasonable time frames.
The problem is, honestly, it's farther in than I know. But how much is the budget on something like GTA 6?
Supposedly it's in the billion.
They're never gonna make that.
That's the thing.
So the problem is we've hit that point where that can be a thing.
Yeah.
So now it's time to do that to live service.
Hmm.
Keep pumping in until it ends up hemorrhaging money and you realize that it was a bad idea.
And if
And
you're
then the
wondering,
next
folks,
thing will come.
how do budgets get this big? Again, Jason Schreier has a nice video talking about this. It only takes 3 years for you to already be spending, I think it's like $100 million on personnel alone. Bear in mind, just people on average. So games that end up like in development hell for like 7, 8, 9 years. Imagine the cost that is already embedded just from how many people have worked on that game. And then you get advertising. And then you get cost of the building they're in. And software. And engine. And hardware. And this and that. And it starts adding up after a while. So it's understandable where this money's coming from. It is just insane that it has gotten to this point. That we have not figured out a way to make video games cheaper.
But they have. It's called Use AI.
Except that doesn't work. And in fact,
It costs more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're selling less.
Yep.
Okay. God, I probably won't be able to find it. I saw it in a Discord a bit. I was in it, and I think I saw it again on Blue Sky. Guess how much worse game?
I know how much worse your internet just got.
God damn it, the internet. Ugh.
Try it again.
Well, actually, this is on Steam. I guess this is in general. How much worse games that use AI are?
Apparently, the AI gods do not want you to finish that statement.
Thanks. No, you will not get blood for the blood gods from me. Fuck off. It is 53%, by the way.
Jeez.
Games that use AI are selling 53% worse than normal ass regular video games.
I mean, that tracks.
You are losing half of your potential money just because you couldn't be asked to pay an artist to make a picture.
But see, that's where the double-edged sword is. You make an AI do it and lose money, or you pay the extra money to still lose that same amount of money paying someone to do the art. It's a catch-22.
Yeah. And now I think the cost to use the AI is going to go up because I think they're all going token based now. So it's like, yeah, no, we're charging you per use. And it's like, oh, you fucked up now. Now I believe it actually is becoming more expensive than just a person to make a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, hey, look, the snake oil salesman sold you snake oil and you didn't realize fast enough that it was fucking useless. Good job. Anyway, speaking of AI, hey, Xbox consoles are going up in price.
Is it because of AI?
I mean, AI, memory, and other parts, supplies. Basically, I think that was by asked in Discord. It's like, why are the prices, or why, like, for the Steam machine price, we'll get into in a minute. It's like, or no, why did the Xbox price go up? It can't be the Steam machine. Not even just like points at world. Like, look at a new site. Pick a reason.
Nah, it's because
You'll
of
be
Copilot.
right.
What's sad is that might actually be the case.
Yeah, so for those wondering what the prices are, Series X 1 terabyte is up $150 to now be $800. The Series X 1 terabyte digital is up $150 to $750. The Series S 512 gigabyte is up $100 to $500. And the Series S 1 terabyte is up another $150 to $600. And they are outright discontinuing the 2 out. So no more 2 terabyte Series X's. They also said prices are going to go up again next year in the fall. You're going to have to pay $1,000 for an Xbox within the next year. Whether it's one of these things
or you can pay $1,000 and get a computer that is also an Xbox.
Yeah, speaking of that, we've got the Steam machines prices now. I assume you've seen them already.
No, but I've heard.
So the 512 Steam machine is a $1,049. The 512 with controller is $1,128. The 2 terabyte is $1,349, and then 2 terabyte with controller is $1,428.
I think I'm good. I think I'll spend that money and just get a computer.
Yeah, because Giant Bomb had a really nice video on how it performs. Guess how it performs?
Probably not that good because Valve dived in hard to Proton and that does not always work properly.
It really struggles to hit 60 unless you're on like 1440.
Mm-hmm.
On new games.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Giant Bomb's title was a beginner's computer at an enthusiast price.
I mean, it's what happens when you expect a compatibility layer to do all the heavy lifting. Because that's all Proton is a in-between for Linux and Windows.
Yeah. Like, I'll give it credit. Its size is pretty nice. It's like a little bigger than a GameCube. So it's compact. The front
Yeah, but it
panel
don't have the handle. You can't carry it around with you.
Yeah, the front panel is magnet connected. So you can easily swap out panels. You can just make your own panel, basically. The light bar doubles as a download bar for downloading games, and it's running the same stuff Steam Deck does in terms of Steam OS and the like. Look, I'm trying to give Steam as much as I can because
They don't really have anything.
no, they don't. Not really. Like this is like I only really watched Chapman's video on it, so they didn't really cover the computer end of this and how it performs as a computer instead of just Steambox. So I don't know how that end of it really holds up, but as a Steambox, you're probably better off with a PlayStation 5 or a Switch 2. Unless there's something specifically on PC that's not coming to either of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's your Steam machine. And also on prices, we also have Grand Theft Auto 5's price.
6.
Yay.
You said 5.
Oh yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6. Grand Theft Auto 6. Have you seen this price yet?
I think I've heard about it.
Okay, so it is $80. There's a catch on that. Well, 2 catches. 1, this is a code in a box. The title for the show, folks, they're not even bothering to give you a disc. And it's been back and forth, but apparently right now it's guaranteed no disc version of GTA 6 at all, period. And no GTA Online. This is just GTA 6, the single player. The other caveat is for $100, you get all of that bullet pointed list of things that you will not get otherwise. So a vehicle, some guns, more guns, safe house vehicles, a mod kit, a car, plus hairstyles, a boat, a clothing store, a buggy, a tattoo shop with exclusive tattoos, a mod shop, an apparel collection, a gang compound, and a classic car collection.
Mm-hmm.
It's not great.
Nope.
Like, I have forgotten that if I've even bothered to beat GTA 5. I feel like I did. Back on the 360. I think I did. I don't remember. Honestly, I don't feel like going back. And I know GTA 5 has sold millions of copies. But I tried to find out
on millions of consoles.
Exactly. I was trying to figure out, okay, what was GTA 5's launch numbers? What were its numbers on its original platforms within, say, the first 6 months or so? And I couldn't quite find an answer. I didn't dig hard enough to get it. But it is not the numbers that people say GTA 5 has sold. Because that is like its cumulative sales over the, I don't know, 12 platforms it's been on at this point. In the, 12 years it's been out, basically. So, like, I'm sure a casual audience is excited for this, but I don't think that's enough. Especially if 6's budget is what it's been reported as, of it's in the billion. And I say billion because I don't want to say billions, but it's probably in the billions. So yeah, that's not great news. Um, do we consider this last one bad news, considering who's involved?
Maybe.
So, we've got word on Star Wars Eclipse. Basically, it is in the grave, ready to be buried. Apparently from, let's see, 115 workers that are striking at Quantic Dream over the state of Quantic Dream. One of them has said that Star Wars Eclipse is basically in danger of being canceled. I 115 people are trying to save it basically with the strike, but I am surprised that Disney has not killed this thing, because I don't know why this thing's still kicking.
Because reasons, something money, something it's making headlines, meaning that if it does release, it's going to be something that people will look at.
Yeah, and I say that knowing full well there is not just one, but 2 Marvel games that we have seen hiding our hair of since they were announced. You remember what they are.
Maybe.
One of them involves Captain America.
Oh.
And Black Panther.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Marvel 1943. Do you remember the other one?
No.
It's at EA.
That don't help much.
They were supposed to be making an Iron Man game. I think
yeah.
I don't think that's been canceled yet. And I think just this last week, I didn't put in the articles, but we might be getting a Marvel Hoyo-like from someone. I forget who, but the designs have been found and leaked out. And I'm like, A, I'm surprised this is happening, because a little late on that, Marvel. B, why? Like, I know Rivals works, and these are very Rivals adjacent designs from what I've saw. But I don't think you're striking gold twice on that. I don't think, at least.
That's why they're going to have a third thing in the works, because then they can strike gold 3 times.
Is this where we get the return of the Marvel MMO?
Probably.
That one's shut down, right? The Ultimate Alliance adjacent one?
I don't remember.
I thought it was.
I feel like it was, but I don't remember.
Let's see. Is it Marvel Heroes? That can't be right.
I think it is.
Okay. No, it's dead. Okay, yeah. I saw like 2015, 2016. I'm like, that can't be right. It was out longer than that, but yeah, no, it's dead as of 2017. And it took Gazillion Entertainment with it. Great. So yeah, So no surprise, the eclipse is not happening and Quantic Dream is probably dead. Because it was a separate report that like Quantic Dream was in deep trouble. And I forget who owns them right now, but they're basically gonna fucking axe the studio the first opportunity they get. Which, boy, I can't wait for 2 weeks from now to talk about the bloodbath that's going to happen, because I forgot to put it in, but hey, guess when Xbox is supposed to do all their major layoffs? Like Tuesday or Wednesday this week, because they're doing it for their quarterly report.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. What is it? I should have put this in. It was Double Fine, Ninja Theory, and I forget the third one, but they did South of Midnight. Those three are on the chopping block because their studios are apparently in negotiations to get out from under my Xbox and go solo. Nobody knows the full status on them yet. But like, they're at risk. Fucking, it would not surprise me if Halo Studios is on the chopping block, because it's like, look at how many people are excited for Campaign Evolved.
I mean, I'm sure there's crickets chirping somewhere.
Yeah. Especially after that Q&A, they were like, hey, you need a PlayStation Plus account and an Xbox account if you want to do couch co-op.
Yep.
On PlayStation.
Yep.
Also, all those fancy skins that we're releasing with like the collector's edition and all that, yeah, they basically don't exist in the cutscenes because they're all pre-rendered. And I'm like, why are you doing skins for the campaign then if they're not going to be in the cutscenes? Because you did them pre-rendered from, I assume, the one company that's been doing pre-rendered cutscenes for Halo for like 3 of its last 4 games, I think. Because Infinite does not have pre-rendered cutscenes. But what? Wait, does 4 have pre-rendered cutscenes?
Yes, and I thought Infinite does.
Some of its cutscenes are not pre-rendered, because apparently you can carry weapons in the certain cutscenes, and it changes things. So certain cutscenes might be pre-rendered, but not all of them are. But everything I've seen from Campaign Evolved's cutscenes, it looks like it's that same company that they used for 5 and Halo Wars 2 and 2 Anniversary. I cannot remember the name of the company, but it's those people. Because it looks like their work. Which is not a slight against them, but it's just oh, you're selling these costumes. No one's seeing them unless they enable third person mode.
Or have someone else with a online account to like couch co-op with them so they can turn and look and see it.
Yep. Needless to say, it's not going to be fun to talk about video games in 2 weeks. I might have to like find something fun for us to talk about if it is really dire. But that is all the news for this week, folks. Releases. We've got Star Wars Monopoly on the 30th for Series X, PlayStation 5, and Switch 2. I don't know how fancy of a Monopoly it is, but it's Star Wars Monopoly.
Probably Junior.
Well, it says heroes versus villains, so I assume it's one of those Monopolies that has like the pieces have abilities and stuff, because that's a thing. Because I think the Mario Monopoly does that. Yes, the Mario Monopoly version does that. But we do have Super Meat Boy 3D for PlayStation 5, Switch, and Switch 2. I would like to see
not on the
more.
3DS.
If only. I should just watch some of that when it comes out, because what I saw from trailers looked good. Granted, it's Super Meat Boy, so it's gotta kick you in the nuts.
Yeah.
On July 1st, Half-Life Life 2 for Switch 2. Shantae Advanced Risky's Revenge Revolutionary Edition for Switch. On the I forget how dire things were. On the 7th, Doom: The Dark Ages Revelations DLC for Series X and PlayStation 5. On the 9th, Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger Collection for PlayStation 5, Switch, and Switch 2. On the 10th, Time Stranger finally comes to the Switch on Switch 2. So folks can play that game finally on Switch. I don't know why it took them so long to put it on Switch. I don't know why, but it's just called Echoes of Einhard for Series X and PlayStation 5. That's a Sword Art Online game. I don't know why Sword Art Online is not in the title of it.
Because Sword Art Online's that weird one that sometimes just doesn't do that.
Yeah. Because I also think this is supposed to be a soft reboot, or maybe not a soft reboot. It is a run back of the first part of that anime.
Yeah, but it's from a different perspective, if I remember right.
Yes. It's basically them going, oh, people kind of fell in love with Sword Art Online because they figured out, oh, our main characters are kind of psychotic. We should fix that. We should fix our writing. Let's see. Also on the 10th, Mouse PI for Hire for PlayStation 5 and Switch 2. And Pal World is, I think, full 1.0 for Xbox One Series X and PlayStation 5. And seeing Pal World made me go, oh, right, I forgot. The Ahoyo folks have their own Pokemon adjacent game that they're putting out in beta. Except there's one problem.
What?
Guess what the gameplay is?
What?
It's auto chess.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm like, look, I have seen what you do for auto chess from events in Hoyo games. I don't want to play a full game of this. Also, your Pokemon designs are kind of in general. Ty did a stream where he ran through them and basically dumpstered 90% of them. And he's not wrong, to be honest. A lot of them kind of just are they could do better.
They could, but they're not going to.
No, and what's really weird is the game has at least 2 characters from other Hoyo games in there, and they're not Pokemon associated with them, but that's it. I'm like, where's other Hoyo characters and their Scrimblows? If the game was more that, I might be a little bit more on board, but it's only 2 people and just 1 evolutionary line for each of them. I'm like, guys, if you're going to make Scrimblows based off characters, you got to do more than 2 of them. But yeah, there's your cross section of releases. You can find the full list in our notes, which unfortunately I wasn't able to do notes for half of 2018 TGSs.
Well,
Yeah, that we didn't start doing Google Docs TGSs until basically E3 of that year. The rest of them are on the site, are on the old version of site, which, fun fact, some of it's on the Internet Archive.
Huh.
Some of the old sites on the Internet Archive. None of it helped me, mind you. But some of the old site is on the Internet Archive, and I was just surprised that that was the case. I didn't think our little old site would end up there. Granted, I don't know how things end up on the Internet Archive anyway.
to be fair, I don't either.
So yeah, like, I basically, for like the tags, just had to like skim through and be like, this seems to be what we talked about. So there's the tags and hope for the best. So needless to say, I don't know what, I think maybe 2017 TGSs are covered. I don't know. I'm about in the nebulous area where some of this already is on the YouTube posted in public, and since that's where it originated from. But what did I figure? It was 3 months straight and everything would be done approximately. So it's almost done. Almost. It might end up being more like 2.5. But it depends on how these next few bets go. I still need to schedule the rest of 2018 TGS, and then basically whatever's after that. After a certain, this deep in, I didn't pre-put things in playlists, so I'm having to like change up playlists and make new playlists. But yeah, that is TGS for the week, folks. In 2 weeks, hopefully not dire things, but it's not looking that way. But between now and then, Thursday will be more CAD. Friday will be stealth action, a stealth segments and a stealth game. Hooray! Saturday will be something.
Yeah, I have no idea yet.
And next Sunday will be our penultimate look at Kyoryuger.
God, it doesn't feel like we should be that far.
It doesn't, but we have 8 episodes left. It's almost over. But between now and then, if you like what you're seeing, drop a follow. Really appreciate it. Exclamation point YouTube and chat gets the YouTube archive for this and all our other streams. Exclamation point social and chat gets our handles for our social medias. And exclamation point Discord and chat. This link, drop by, say hi. See you Thursday, folks.